All right. Well, Rob G, Travis Kelce had a message. We want to hear that.
Yeah, he did. And you guys know this big talking point coming out of Sunday's game, and it's been bleeding in all through the rest of the week. It's going to bleed into the next Sunday's game. A.J. Brown is not happy with his role in the Eagles offense. He put that passive-aggressive social media post, which he said was not directed at anybody in particular. But as a result, he's been asked about it. Nick Sirianni's been asked about it. Jalen Hurts has been asked about it. And up until now, we hadn't really heard anybody that either wasn't affiliated with the Eagles or was like a former retired player doesn't chime in on that kind of stuff. Because historically, you don't really see current players talk about other teams and
They
their
try not
issues.
to.
They try not to. The problem is when you got a podcast like Travis Kelce, and this is one of the biggest stories of the week, you got no choice but to weigh in on it. And let's just say Travis is not a fan of what A.J. Brown's currently doing. Take a listen.
You're 4-0, boss. Come on, man. It's frustrating for AJ right now, clearly, because he's going to social media to let everybody know how frustrated he is. And where I show my frustration is when we're not rolling as an offense. And I think it's frustration. It's the desire to get it fixed. It's also really hard for me to get mad when we're winning. I think I don't find that energy or that feeling in me if we're winning, if we're having success, if we're putting up points, if we're winning football games.
And I'm going to say this. I 100% agree with Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. Kelvin, you could be frustrated. You want to produce more. You're a talented receiver. But there's a time and a place. You talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place to have that conversation. Everything doesn't have to go public. No cryptic messages. Go in, have a meeting with Jalen Hurts and the offensive coordinator and Nick Sirianni, right? And just have, what am I not doing? Am I not getting open? Do I need to run crisper routes? What am I not doing? Why don't we have a connection? You know what I mean? Like there's a conversation to be had. But when you do this, especially, and Travis Kelce made the point, when you're winning, if you're losing, Kelvin, right, and the offense is sputtering, yes, we're not winning. But I'm not contributing. I'm a big-time player. I want to get involved. We need to get this thing going in the right direction. They're still winning. And you sound like a malcontent. You sound like the only thing that matters to you are your numbers. And you don't want to be that guy. There's a time and a place. Most of the time it should be in private. Every once in a while, sure, could you pop off and, you're so frustrated and a reporter asks you a question, Kelvin, and it triggers you and you say something you probably wish you didn't say. Okay, I that could happen. But to go to social media, you need to take your time and think about it in order to type that out. Do you know what I'm like? You, this is not like a guy asks you a question and it kind of just got away from you and you realize after you said, I shouldn't have said it like that. That sounds selfish. He comes off as a selfish guy who doesn't care about winning, and I think Travis Kelce, to me, is spot on.
I got a couple things for A.J. Brown. First and foremost, you know what I was thinking about? This isn't just a frustration geared towards Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, and the Eagles. You know who this is also geared to, Rob? This is also geared towards Tannehill and the Titans. And I think what we're seeing is an overall frustration from A.J. Brown. I think what he is feeling is, I was supposed to be this top-notch Hall of Fame trajectory receiver, stats galore, awards galore, and I think he's realizing, as of now, he won't individually be that per se. But let me break a couple things down. Number one, what I don't like, Rob, I don't like when people throw the rocks, throw the stones, and hide your hand. Don't think, it wasn't geared towards nobody in particular. I'm not reading a book for the team. I just wanted to get some peace in my life. Like, dude, you keep having antics after antic after antics. You're reading books. You're calling out Jalen Hurts last season. You're talking about him this season. Offense can be more explosive after the game where you had your best game. Then you're putting out cryptic tweets. And Devontae Smith was another receiver who won a Heisman, by the way, who's probably sitting there like, you don't think I want some more receptions too? You don't think I want more target shoot? You know who we don't hear much from? Not saying he hadn't said anything, but we know who we don't hear much from? Devontae Smith, who has been a heck of a receiver in college, has been obviously a speedster and a really good receiver in the pros, but he knows, hey, we're winning. I'm going out doing my job. This is what I think A.J. Brown needs to realize. I'm going to give you a trajectory who he could be if he owns the position he's in. Michael Irvin. What I mean by that is, Michael Irvin, if you just simply look at his stats, they're good. They're good. But what he meant to that team, the big plays he made when his team was needed, some games they ran the ball more with Emmitt Smith. Some games they looked the other way, and some games it was the defense.
Emmitt Smith was bigger than anybody on that team.
Exactly. But Michael Irvin made big catches, made big plays, and was a part of a 3-time championship team. A.J. Brown, you can be Michael Irvin. I know your stats aren't going to be Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson-like. I'm sure you feel you're that type of talent. You're not that good, but I'm sure you feel that way. And I just believe if he just locks in, stays focused, have communication with Nick Sirianni, an offensive coordinator, privately. Have communication with Jalen Hurts privately. Figure the thing out. Because I will admit, Rob, I don't like their offense right now in the sense of just if we're just singularly talking about their offense. Points per game, they are 7th at 27. But after that, it goes downhill. Total offense yards per game, 30th. Passing yards per game, 31st at 138. That's terrible when you're just looking at it on its surface. Rushing yards per game, middle of the pack exactly at 16th. So they are struggling. And I do think he knows I'm a part of the, that can get us going. When I'm explosive, when I'm making big plays, we're better. No one disagrees with that. But it's how you go about it. Because my last point, Rob, you know what? If the offense is struggling and they haven't found the rhythm and they're not quite clicking, you know what doesn't help? Friction, distractions, annoyances, grievances. So the last thing they need while they're trying to get this thing rolling is always having to ask questions. This guy doesn't look like this guy. Offensive line might be mad at him now. They don't want to block the same. It's just little small chinks in the armor that can hurt the team. So lock in A.J. Brown, focus, and be the Michael Irvin of this team. And maybe they'll throw the ball more. Maybe they'll get the offensive rolling. But you can look up and have 3 Super Bowl rings at the end of this thing and still be a projected Hall of Famer. You get what I mean, Rob?
Absolutely. I just think there's a time and a place, and I'm not saying you can't be frustrated, but, man, you just won 18 in a row in a Super Bowl, and it's just like that. Go to the coaches. Go to everybody and have that conversation. Don't do it publicly. All right.
I wasn't talking about nobody in particular.
Yeah, okay.
I would just stop it.
Right.
I'd rather you just own it. I'd rather you look in the camera and be like, yo, give me the dang ball. I'd rather you say that.
877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Is Travis Kelce right about A.J. Brown? Should A.J. focus more on the wins than his stats? Scott in North Carolina, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Scott?
Definitely one of the biggest Eagles fans.
I know that. I know that. Are you kidding?
Nah, but what A.J. Brown plays with the Eagles were 40-10. So we should not trade him. I seen a video you saying trade him or cut him. That is crazy.
Trade him if he doesn't want to be there, if he doesn't want to win. I'm serious. Come on, man. You can't win 18 straight games and win a Super Bowl, and you're complaining about your stats. Come on.
We do have problems in our office.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that you go public, Scott. You don't go public with that. Come on, man. You should be better than that.
How do you know? Jalen Hurts went public as well. After the end of the game versus the Rams, he said that was unacceptable, that half they played. This is a known thing throughout the team, and this is a known thing throughout the league.
Sports has a short menu, Scott. What is it? Tell me what it is.
It's wins and losses.
There you go. There you go. Nothing else matters.
I got one more question, though. How do you feel about the Phillies this playoff run? I appreciate y'all taking my thoughts.
I think they could beat the Dodgers in the next round.
Man, hey, something wrong with my headphones, Alex.
Hello?
Yeah,
okay. Now you all about the Dodgers and Tigers. Nothing else can go. Oh, a Tiger.
Tigers is
You're
lit.
in heaven now. Now you're in heaven, right?
Hey, if that happens, I'm telling you now.
I'll be insufferable.
I'll be insufferable if we get that.
Yes. All right, Tim, Chili Tim in Atlanta. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tim?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing?
What's
Doing
up,
great.
Chili?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Getting ready to head out to Denver tomorrow. My oldest boy is getting married this weekend.
Oh,
and I get-
congratulations,
man.
Mazel.
Nice.
Very
Congrats.
nice.
And I get to perform the ceremony, so that's even a bigger thing. So I'm
Don't
happy
botch
about
it.
that as well. Yeah.
He gonna be up there shedding them tears.
And you know it, Kevin. You know it, right?
Oh, I know it, brother.
He should be. There should be tears of joy because her family had to pay for the
Hey,
wedding.
you hope. Hey, everybody
just
ain't got
saying.
that Chili Tim money. He might
Look
have
at
had to
that.
do it.
Kelvin's like,
no,
don't bring it up. I got three
No, I'm
daughters.
screwed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm screwed.
I don't know what you're gonna do, Kevin. You might want to get out there and sell some bean pies or something.
By any means necessary.
But with AJ Brown, I kind of get it because I don't think he would be a number one receiver if he didn't have that type of attitude of wanting the ball. I think about guys like Terrell Owens and other players. I don't think everybody's going to be a Mike Godwin. But I think a couple things. I think he looks around the league and he looks at Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and these other guys, and he's like, man, sort of what you said, Kelvin, like, why am I not on that arc? But I will say this, too. Maybe he's looking at down the road and, he's saying this can't be sustainable what we're doing because Dallas, could have beat us, had the Rams not.
The Rams should have beat them, yeah.
And the Chiefs, if Travis Kelce not dropped that pass going into the end zone, that could have been a loss. So maybe he's looking at you and say, guys, we have been getting by.
But they won. They're 18 in a row. Come on, Chili Tim. We could play that game all day. If the 49ers DB Sikorsky Tart didn't drop that interception from Matthew Stafford, they wouldn't have won a Super Bowl. We could go on and on and on. I don't want to hear that. 18-0 is 18-0 and a Super Bowl.
And
It's
Chili,
selfish.
yeah. My
Chili,
thing is, Chili, it's
I
not
want to
that
hit
what you're
Chili.
saying
Where
is
are you?
wrong.
It's selfish. It's not selfish.
Hey, don't yell at him, right? He got a wedding to officiate in a couple days, okay? Right now, don't get him all blood pressure up and all that right now.
I'm going to get my oil. I'm going to get my oil and throw it on Rob.
He got that anointed holy oil for you. Boy, I used to go to school with that on my forehead, Chili. Mama used to do that. But look, I'll just say this. It's not that what he's implying. I get it. The offense is unsustainable. I gave you the stats right now. They're 31st in passing, the 16th in rushing, 30th in yards a game.
Where they
Minus
win?
how? They're 4-0. But it's just keep it behind closed doors. That's my only point, Chili. All right, Rob. So they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts. And while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.